Yes. So we got this, which will soon be a toy hauler. Hitch just came today. Got the wiring harness set aside. That's the easy part. So it's looking like I got some already threaded somethings that have nothing in them but dirt and rust. So while I blab about whatever, that's pretty much going to be the big slowdown on this job. If there were some hardware in it, especially if it had a little grease on it from initially being installed, should pop right in, but so I'm gonna have to do something. I don't know what thread type, size I should say. Oh, jeez, one saw it. Supposed to have hardware with this thing. That makes me nervous. So anyway, I'll dig into it more and see what we have. M12 by 1.25. So hopefully I have that. I'm going to chase those threads, clean them up, and just bolt that in. And, well, in theory, we'll see what happens. But this hitch from Curt, man, that's some serious stuff. That's pretty thick. I don't know the exact gauge. Here's the tag on it anyway. But yeah, that's pretty nice. It's my second Curt I've bought, and I like my other one, so happy with this one. It's got the 2-inch receiver, it's decent, and those hooks will go fine. It's and it's like 100, not even 150 bucks, 140, not bad. Let's see if I can get this thing on there. And after way more time than I thought, I'm about ready to slide this up, and 2 bolts per side. I just wanted to point out where these go. You can see right there. So those holes, there was nothing in them other than rust. So I bought a tap and a thread chaser or a tap. Honestly, I don't even know the right name, but I cleaned the threads out, tapped the threads, drilled it. Literally, it was so swelled up. I didn't think it was the right size, but I drilled it, got some dirt and a little bit of buildup out of there. The threading it was kind of a real pain. I had to go in and out a bunch of different times, clean it out. But it actually ended up turning out decent. Kept spraying a little PB blaster on it when I was twisting it to act as a little bit of lubricant. Now this side, being the driver's side, had a tow hook, which you'll very obviously see where it was. Obvious. If that's not obvious, right there, where it's been much clean. Anyway, that's obvious. So you've got, this is straight looking at it from the back, so here's the view we were looking at over there. But this one here, you've got this one, that one gets skipped, and then that one that's got that one. So I had to drill and clean that, and anyway, so I got them all pretty good. I mean, those are fine. Those came out great. I'm going to stuff a little grease in this one, so I'll throw it up in here, throw some bolts on it, see what's what. And just before I forget, so these washers have that side and that side. You can see it's dished, this side being like the scoop in, and that's like the pan head, so to speak, out. So this is what you want. Yeah, that'll create some spring. That's like the lock part of it, so to speak. So make sure you do it with the crown facing this way and those facing downward. Having install lineup issues, check that out. That's pretty straight looking. And look at the bend in that. So this is like set inward. The holes aren't lining up too well. That needs to obviously be kicked out, which isn't really the easiest task. That's pretty thick. So yeah, not what I had in mind. You can clearly see that's bent. You can clearly see that's nice and straight. So cool. Anyway, I'm gonna try and bend this, which is just not at all what I was wanting to do. Anyway, stupid. It's just barely on there, so to speak. Put it up there. This is the second time. Found some bends, of course, so my 12-pound, yep, 12-pound, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, influencer. Yeah, so anyway, it's up there. They now go in very nicely, or have gone in very nicely. And here is the other side. So just about to snug these up. That's a 19 millimeter in this kit anyway. So I'll do that. I've pulled toward the back of the car because, you know, you can, it doesn't really matter, but I'll keep it pulled back when I snug it down, and that way there, it doesn't matter. It's just what I plan to do. So anyway, 1 second. Actually, not 1 second. Let's just snug these up on. So here's the impact gun. Just get like most of that, and then do this with this. Check them by hand once just to feel them, just to be sure the gun did well. Cool. Yeah, that came out pretty well at the end of it all. And now I got this. So I'm just gonna rip that open. No one needs to see that. Just wanted to do the honors of this brand new on brand new. Get that tag. Oh man. Let's see where the oh, this will just never be this nice ever again. That'll be like that. This will be like... So, yeah. Probably could have done a little bit better. spot on that. But we're not going to be running anything too rugged, so it should be more than sufficient. So you got this and then this. That's 1 7/8. Mine's a 2-inch, but if anyone knows anything, that'll work. It's not ideal, but it does work. This wiring, my goodness. So it's simple, but it's kind of not. In this 07 Rav anyway, you got to pull this stuff off, pull this back to get the wire through and whatnot. You can actually reach in there and push the little clip, safety retainer clip, whatever, and pull the harness, then plug the trailer into the light, and then the trailer harness into the main harness, then run these two. Ran that down through here, and you can just see it just comes over here, and same idea, pulled this back a bit, stuffed it up through in here and plugged it in there, so that was easy-ish. This looking like that'll get routed down through here, under here. There's a few drain hole or whatever things with rubber plugs, 2 bigger ones in the back, so this will go through that and probably just barely make it up through here. So I'll wrap this up tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get basically what I covered and not forget. But anyway, this easy job has turned into a little more of a nightmare, but it's getting there. It's near completion, but tomorrow will be when I wrap it up. Well, hopefully, because I'm tired and I'm going home. Unbelievable. The lights even work now. Look at this. Got an 1 7/8 baller right now. It's the only one I had. Probably go with the 2-inch just to get rid of some clatter. But the Rav4 is great. So I'm going to probably even throw my wheeler on there just for kicks and see what it's like.